Thank you, Mara. Thank you. Don't know if you guys can see me yet, but I'm just getting a little set up here. I'm taking care of the dog, and she's very sweet, and I just walked in the door, and she's looking very upset that I'm not giving her all my attention and love. Thank you, Mara. Thank you. Yeah, sweet girl. Yeah. She won't make me click buttons. Okay, let's try with the left hand. Whoops. Hi. Okay, let's see here. Okay, I can't hear anything. I can't see anything yet, so give me a second. I can't see anything yet. Hi, Shyla and Loku. I'm just logging on here now. I can see Shyla and Loku. Whoops. Well, anyway, I think we're good there. Maybe I'll bring Mala out to say a little hello in a minute. Hey, sweet girl. Oh, she's the sweetest little dog. So cute. Anyway, let's see. Looks like we're streaming here and pretty much almost ready to go. Yep, let's go live on sessions and we're ready. Trying to find my charts. Sorry, this is taking so long. We should organize by name instead of by date. Oh, Mala. She's turned her back to me. All right, let's dive in. This song is an old Guster song. And at my mom's house, we had this friend and neighbor named Ian. It was just down the street, and not even down the street, in the same little cul-de-sac. And this was a long time ago now. He told me this story when I was in high school. So this was like probably 15 years ago. A good 5-10 years before that, he had a girlfriend that he had been seeing, and her brother was in Guster. So that's my story about Guster. That's my connection to Guster. Anyway, this has always been one of my favorite songs. I'll turn this up a little. It's just something about the way it's put together I really, really liked. So it's called Careful. It's a very old song. It probably came out before 2005. I don't know exactly when or what album it was on. But at the time I was listening to Guster, they were not unheard of, so anyway, here we go. You walked out when I asked you to stay. As usual, you'll get your way. You close the door and stumble down in the street. When you wring your hands and you drag your feet there, where the words can't find you, to crawl inside you. And I'm ringing all the warning bells. Careful or you'll hurt yourself. Others lie, lie, lie. They adore you. I'll be the one to tell. Careful or you'll hurt yourself. Try, try, try till the morning comes. Can't hide, standing under these stars. Know everything, know where you are. You're in your head, you're all turned around with them, and they're shining down the light to bring you back again, back where I can't find you, to crawl inside you. I'm ringing all the warning bells. Careful or you'll hurt yourself. Others lie, lie, lie. They adore you. I'll be the one to tell. Careful or you'll hurt yourself. Gonna try, try, try till the morning comes. All to see is make-believe. There's nothing, and way down underneath, I'm ringing all the warning bells. Careful or you'll hurt yourself. Others lie, lie, lie. They adore you. I'll be the one to tell. Careful or you'll hurt yourself. Gonna try, try, try till the morning comes. Oh, Mala, baby. She gets kind of sad when she comes to visit me because all I do is work, and so I try and set her up so she can sit next to me and all that. But poor thing, they have a lot of feelings, dogs. Mm-hmm. This is kind of an old song, a couple of years old. It's kind of a little flash pop song that just kind of comes out, and no one really has much pretense about it being an enduring song, but it has its place. How does it go? Da 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 da. Ask you once, ask you twice now. There's lipstick on your collar. You say she's just a friend now. Then why don't we call her? So you want to go on with someone to do all the things you used to do to me. Used to bring me out in your fancy car and make out in the rain. And when I ring you up and don't know where you are till I hear her say your name. I used to sing along when you played guitar. It's just a distant memory. I hope she treats you better than you treated me. I'm onto you, yeah you. I'm not your number one. I saw you with her, kissing and having fun. If you're giving her all your money and time, I'm not gonna sit here wasting mine on you, yeah you. And ciao adios, I'm done. Ciao adios, I'm done. Ciao adios, I'm done. After 3, after 4 times, why did I bother? Tell me how many more times does it take to get smarter? Don't need to deny all the hurt and the lies and all the things you did to me. I swear I know you did. Now you take her out in your fancy car and make out in the rain. And when she rings you up and don't know where you are, but I hear her differently. Now she sings along, and when you play guitar, making brand new memories. Who treats you better than you treated me? I'm onto you, yeah you. I'm not your number one. I saw you with her, kissing and having fun. If you're giving her all your money and time, I'm not gonna sit here wasting mine on you, yeah you. Ciao adios, I'm done. It's an old Ed Sheeran song that he wrote for Anne-Marie. Hi, baby girl. Hi, little mama baby. Mala wants a cuddle, so I'm going to do her a little cuddle here and there because I am not able to not. Hi, sweetie bear. Hello, little mama bear. Hi, baby. You're so good. You're too good. Yeah. Oh, she's such a darling. Yeah, she's such a darling. I'm telling everyone you're a darling. Get a nice nose. Now back to bed. Well, I'm gonna have to play you my album because that's coming out in just a few days, actually. So maybe I should switch to that real quick. So, new album's coming out on the 31st. Actually, it's on the 31st at midnight. Maybe I'll do a small little celebration type thing and try and post about it. It's like I've always really wanted to do music, and it's meant a lot to me and stuff. And a big part of the road is just learning that it's things in life just aren't the same to everyone. They regard them in different ways. They see their experiences differently, and it can be really hard when you're younger. You grow up and you have a worldview, whether you know it or not, and you think this is a good worldview, or at least it is the worldview. Maybe there's some things you need to change. You'll discover that aren't working for you about the way that you see the world. But in addition, as you start to learn about all these other people that don't see the world quite as you do, if you're an insecure person like me, you can start to doubt your own worldview and think, well, is this even right or wrong? Or does it, especially with meaning. So music has always been so meaningful to me. There's a point to this, I promise. And it's been a real struggle to accept that it's not inherently meaningful, and that it also doesn't detract from its meaning in me just because someone else may not see that meaning, respect it, whatever. So that's a really hard and possibly very important aspect, I think, to, I guess, just life. But what I wanted to say here is that there's beautiful, it can be very depressing going through that process. And you can feel like, I'm not going to find that me, I'm not going to believe like I used to, I'm not going to, how am I going to get support? All those doubts and kind of negative feelings can really get to you. But when you get through that, when you get through the whole process, coming aware of it for the first time, and then living through it for a long time, and that can be very difficult. There's a lot of wrestling in there. what comes out of it at the end is that if you just can humble yourself enough to just speak to the universe, kind of, I think it comes full circle. And it comes all the way back to, because it doesn't have meaning, its meaning is infinite. It truly is infinite. And I've been struggling a lot because I'm trying to do too many things and I have my own issues going on. But what I can say is that I made this album come out on July 31st at midnight on purpose, actually, at 11:59 a.m. Hi, Daniel, and thank you very much for coming. And I did that really on purpose. I made that exact time and date on purpose. I've actually been planning this for months and months. There's a lot more to say about that, but I don't have time. And the reason I did it as the 7th month dies, July 31st at midnight, is because that's a reference in Harry Potter. And not only have I loved Harry Potter, but even when I was growing up and stuff like that, I've been listening to the audiobooks for Harry Potter more or less on repeat since the summer, because I was alone in lab a lot, and so I would listen to audiobooks, and those are super fast addicting, and I just loved them so much. By the time you get to the end of the 7th book, you're like, well, I could start again at number 1. That was a very long time. That's a very different story. So anyway, I've listened to these like a bunch of times, and what I want to say about Harry Potter is that Harry Potter and Albus Dumbledore and Severus Snape are some of the most important people, some of the most important figures in my life, and help me live my life the way that I want to. Or I feel that they're inspirations for me to at least move towards the person I want to be. This album comes out as the 7th month dies in honor of Harry Potter and the sacrifice that he was willing to make. I have very literally cried many times thinking about, without idolizing anyone or saying that anyone is, free of fault, both Albus Dumbledore and Severus Snape and Harry Potter have made me cry a lot. I guess J.K. Rowling gets some credit for, she was an incredible writer, even if I don't agree with all of her political views. Anyway, just incredible stories. The way that they depict love and sacrifice is incredible. So, I guess in some way this song is a little bit in honor of that stuff. I'm a wizard, I am a wizard, my meaning is infinite. Thank you, Daniel. It wouldn't be the same without you, man. So, without further ado, I'm gonna now play you my album, start to finish. Might even take about the rest of the time, and it's just gonna go in order. I should say that this album is a lot about love and sacrifice and the struggle to believe and things to be worthwhile and sacrifices that don't pan out and just all of that. That's really probably the unifying theme of the album. So here we go. Oh God, please don't look at me. I can't believe how ruthlessly I let this get to me. And all in all oh dear, please let me say sorry. Some pieces I haven't glued back since they fell apart in me. Well, all in all I've got my eye full of your demeanor. Get off now before we turn this into more. Nor on through the night, you can count on me like moonlight on the water and a bite of poison apple burning down the back of my mind. And I can't help it, I'm just leave this all up to the light. And I've got my mind held in yours, I'm needing all of your desires. And I shouldn't even be here. No, I shouldn't even be here. Do you think you'd stay And do you think you'd be brave? And do you think this was made to live over and over again? No. Do you think you can play? And do you think you behave? And do you mean what you say? And do it over and over again? No. Oh love, please let me up slowly. I haven't seen these feelings in a while, and they're not cheap. An overwhelming memory, is this history on repeat? Or overwhelming all your wardrobe doors and black sheep? And all in all my mind is gone, and I'm still reeling over two brown eyes. Don't burn this bridge, baby, it shouldn't even be here. And do you think you'd stay? And do you think you'd be brave? And do you think this was made? Do it over and over again? No. And do you think you can play? And do you think you behave? And do you mean what you say? And say it over and over again? No. And do you think you can stay? And do you think it's okay? And oh, what will they say if we do it over and over again? No. Well, who really cares anyway? 'Cause even if we're not okay, we'll just be brave anyway and do it over and over again. No. All right, that's track one, guys. That's called Over and Over Again. First song from the album, pretty much kicked off the album and actually caused me to say I got to stop doing my old project and finish up this project and then get back to it. So I'm going to get back to the Mad Hat, I think, at some point. But that's where I am for now. I want to say hi to Aditya and Jose Ruiz. Yeah. One of the most beautiful things in life is things coming back full circle. It tends to be a big surprise to us humans. It's not really, I think it's just not how we're constructed to really be thinking that way. And Aditya, actually, I met when I was probably about 20 years old. And I think he was a year or two younger than me. So that's been 12 years. And we met. How is this possible? I don't think I do math right. Yeah, that's about right. About 20, I think, maybe 21. And I was working in this studio. It was a recording studio, but not in the way that you think of with a guitar in your hand. And it was in the Berkeley Language Center, and mostly what we did was digitize bird calls and ancient languages, not ancient, but old languages that were in danger of being lost. And at some point, I broke my ankle, or I sprained my ankle playing soccer. And so there was a service that you could call at UC Berkeley if you were injured like that. It was like a golf cart that would drive you to your next class. So I did that a few times, and I met the driver. Was this really charismatic, fun-loving guy named Saleh. And he turned out to be a rapper, and then he was so excited about the studio, and I was like, not really supposed to record music, maybe we can go in the middle of the night sometime. So he came and recorded a little bit here and there, and that was how I met Aditya. But bye, Shiloh, thank you for coming. So anyway, it's kind of cool how things come full circle. The other day I was in Davis, and I was walking downtown, and I ran into this guy that I hadn't talked to really, since we were like 13 years old, and he was so nice. And I don't know, it's just really cool experience. I find it really cool to see, people I knew in school and see what they're up to today. Excuse me. This is my new song. This is the second song on the album. You took me on your road. It bothered me, I couldn't tell you no. I tried and then I choked. I wonder if you don't. You wondered if I know. I told you I'm alone. You told me that you know. No, and everywhere you're breaking through the mold. You wander, then you slow. You know that they don't know. I wonder if you're low and how you really glow. I told you I don't know. I wish it wasn't so. Come with me to this cove. You paused and then you dove. You told me I don't know. I said I'll let it go. The stars are all engrossed and I can't find my pose. I'm weakened just to know. I really need to know what you think, what you feel, what you see, yeah. Oh, what you don't wanna feel next to me, yeah. Don't you forget, no, not for a minute, that all in my arms there's no better limit. And don't you forget that you're full and vivid and complete. Your head down in sun linens and notes, the words in all the folds, the pens in lacquered hulls, the letters that you wrote. You're sober, then you're sunk. You'd say you never know, like briar patches though. You call and then you go, set fire to my hope. And anyway, that's all I never told. And all these songs I wrote, I tinker till they're broke. And everywhere you glow, I never let it go. 'Cause you were in my heart and frog it in my throat. And don't you forget, no, not for a minute, that all in my arms there's no clever limit. And don't you forget that you're so full and vivid and complete. Your head down in sun and linens and no. Hey, Kieran and Meg. Thanks for dropping by, guys. Hello, people on Periscope. Thank you for watching. Boy, I'm so lucky. A lot of people. Hi, Indu on Sessions. This song is probably my favorite. I've played it many times. I'll play it again. Been saying it for years and now I'm sure I don't know anything anymore. I'm just trying to stay alive now so I can spend some time and love ya. I don't even hear the whispers anymore. I just wanna get lost and then ignore. Wanna know what you want now, baby. But if that brings me down, oh, maybe I should be anything but yours. Maybe we could be anything but bored. Maybe I could be everything and more. But I'll just hold it back now. Tell me what's it gonna be now, straight up. Tell me what you wanna be now, baby, oh. Tell me every little thing you're feeling. And you don't wanna back down, 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 da 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 down, 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 da 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 down, 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 da 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 down. And you don't want it back down, 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 da 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 down, 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 da 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 down, 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 da 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 down. And you don't want it back. Maybe I should let it go, and maybe I should be the one to let you have it all. Either way, I don't know you, baby, and you don't know me at all. So tell me, what are we just teasing? Talking rhyme, but it's not a reason, no. Gotta stop it up before it seeps in. Cause you don't want it back down. Like we'll ever beat the season, no. If heaven's got its reasons, we'll have to grow. No, if you ever find that feeling, girl, just take your heart and leave the rest below. Been thinking it for years and now I know I don't know anything about the road, but I know that I can do this, baby. Cause I can feel it so bad. I didn't even mean to knock you off your course. It was you who was knocking at my door. Yeah, you got a little magic, baby, but I can put it down, no. So don't put me on this quotidian. I've been going through my own two demons, no. Don't be packing up before you seal it. Oh, it won't put me down, no. So tell me everything you're feeling. You don't gotta have a rhyme or reason, no. Tell me what your looks are really meaning, and I won't ever back down. Like we'll ever beat the feelings, girl. If heaven's got its reasons, we've got to go. Oh, if you ever find that feeling, girl, just take your heart and leave the rest below. Down, 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 da 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 down, 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 da 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 down, 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 da 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 down. And you don't want it back down, 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 da 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 down, 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 da 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 down, 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 da 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 down. And you don't want it back. You know, that song is about it's kind of about like wrestling with your own self, your own humility, your own whatever, your own self. It's really about wrestling with your own self, not wanting to back down from, what you think you know. And anyway, I don't know why I was thinking so much during that song in particular. It's just the task of teaching the next generation how to live their lives is too hard for us. We're just human beings. We only know what we learn in this life. And the world, especially recently, has just been changing so rapidly. It's like insane. If I get to have kids, I hope I do, and I get to watch them grow, into adults, they will definitely be dealing with robots in a way that is like inconceivable to us, and that's going to have like some sort of ethical, consequence in their lives. It's going to take up some mental space. Anyway, that was just supposed to be an example to say, given that every generation has to deal with new things, it's really easy for us to go, okay, well, you're like not doing as good a job as this as the old generation, or maybe you're doing a better job at this as the old generation. But the truth is that like a lot of the rules, a lot of the ways we think things work, should work, have to work, I think the world is in the process of slowly disintegrating those. And so I think, institutions, like greater human things that we make, they can be very powerful and positive forces in the world, depending on what they put forth. And I think that people, the best way to move forward for yourself in your own life is to really have humility and to love what you love. Both of those have been very difficult for me at certain times. Maybe humility forever. Love was not hard until later, more recent years in graduate school and stuff. But I'm trying to get at that my path through life is all sorts of weird. And it probably is part of the reason why I haven't gone further in really anything that I have done, is that I'm doing a lot of things. And at some point, it's going to work out in a certain sense. Because I really believe that is not up to human beings. So it's going to work out, and the way it works out is going to look real weird. It's unlikely to look much like things that are options for us to choose, that we think are options for us to choose. And I think what I'm trying to say is, like, for me, the greatest difficulty there, that's kind of cool, but I don't think it's cool. I think it's overwhelming, sad, and exhausting. But that's also because I'm expecting, like, I'm hung up on doing the right thing, or doing something the right way, or doing it not the wrong way, or is it meaningful if I do it this way? Like, does anyone like my music if they listen to it because they heard I was a scientist? And that's a real specific example, something that I've been wrestling with for years and years and years. And it just doesn't matter. None of it matters, I think. That's what I wanted to share. It doesn't matter. It's just songs. It's just your life. It goes all sorts of weird, crazy ways. It does not go as planned. Doesn't mean you shouldn't make your plans. But I do think that we're all being taken care of here. And you can do it. And don't listen to anyone in the entire world too much, because they're just human beings. And I wish that I could have taken that more to heart my whole life. It's an interesting and a difficult line to walk, because especially when you're younger, older people know a lot more than you do, and they love you and they want to keep you safe. And at the same time, the world is constructed, our lives are constructed in a way that we can't know everything that we will go through, and let alone that our kids would go through, or our mentees, or whatever it is. And something I think about all day, every day. And I'm struggling so much to land on the message. And I think the message, as far as I understand it today, is just that it's love and open conversations and welcoming feelings, all the ugliness of them, and that actually can process them, and allowing people to have them, and not like valencing them as in like, well, I want this person to be happy. Why don't you just, it'd be cool if we could just take them where they are, ask them about their goals, open up these conversations. It always makes you think. Anyway, okay, at this point, it's falling apart on me, and I'm rambling, but I still believe it, and it'll get crystallized, and I'll talk about it more later. But this song is the fourth song on the album. It's called Wish It Was Okay, and it is a pretty straightforward song. I think it kind of tells its own story. So here we go. Wish it was okay for me to love you. Wish it hadn't ended that way. Wish I could still hold your breath in my lungs when you couldn't catch it on your way. Wish that I could swallow all my sorrow, fall into a picture on my phone when we were an owing what we borrowed, and we didn't know what we hadn't known. Wish I could just touch your lips now, baby, when you say that everything's alright. Wish you could just trust me when I say that one day it won't keep us up at night. Wish I hadn't broken all the branches when we were wasted by the lake. Thought I could be bold enough to war through all the scars of my mistake. And when you come to, well, I knew that this could never be. And you saw through, 'cause you knew that this could never be. Never be. Wish it was you who came to get me. Wish it didn't have to end this way. 'Cause after all the rubble from the bridges could be stepping stones that we could wave. Wish that I could hold you one last forever, let you feel that I would still let life take from me the form of your organ, singing me my only lullaby. And I wouldn't assume that the outcome could be outdone, but it's the outline and an outcome. And when you came true, well, I knew that this could never be. And you saw through, too good to be true, and I wasn't ready. Baby, wish you'd just come and get me. Tell me everything will be alright. Got a couple memories of the old days, keeping me locked inside this mind. Thanks, Emma. Or Gary. All right, so I'm going to play you the last song on my album, and then I'm going to log off because I'm going to try and eat some dinner before I have to go to group therapy. Good old group therapy. I do really like group therapy. I'm just being facetious. It is sometimes a little hard after a whole day of everything, though. Right. Looks like I haven't written anything about... This might work. Was just a day and I found a fear. Nope, that's not gonna work. Was just a day and I found a fear. Ate me like it hadn't in years. Toss a quarter on the chip veneer. Feel the shoulder get a hold and then veer. Off the course, well of course I'm here. Got me holding on to roads in the mirror. And I'm older but I'm holding dear to a whisper burning in my don't stop now, don't turn it down. If you've been upside down, I'll turn you around. Don't listen too hard now, you'll find it found. You had a long road but I've got you now. So will you count on me? I promise I'll be there for all that you see. 'Cause I'm the yellow brick road in your dream. And there's no way I'll let you drown in the sea. Oh, go, you're crazy, you know I believe I'll set you free when you're grinding your teeth. And if you're here, then this can finally be what I've been waiting for you. So don't stop now, just turn me around. I had it all figured out till it all came down. Oh baby, don't stop now, don't turn me around. I thought it all felt sound till you turned me around. Oh baby, don't stop now, don't turn me around. I gotta force this square to be something round. I got it, don't stop now, I don't know how, I don't know why you won't just let me drown. So is it all on me, or do you kinda see what I mean? Oh, let it go, forget it, let it be. I'd rather fester like it's better than me. And I've been oversteeping every tea in murky water from an outdated scene. But why'd I have to take so long to see that I'm not half and half is what they need? Don't stop now, don't turn this around. You had it all sussed out till it all broke down. You're saying don't stop now, you're too late. How you're gonna find your way, you'll just break down. Oh baby, don't start now, you'll turn this around. I see you're all still here and you don't know how. Oh baby, don't stop now, you're halfway down. I got it all planned out. Oh, just be here now. That's how it ends with those chords. All right, guys, thank you very much for watching today. I really appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun to hang out with you. At some point, my thoughts will make a little bit more sense. Might need a little help. Hi, Tyrell Ross. Didn't say hi to you yet on sessions. And thank you, everyone, on Instagram and on Periscope on Twitter. So peace for today, and I'll see you soon.